Hey, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options. Real stepper, check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like yeah. Street lights, we was young racing. Street lights, carefree was the best time. Fast forward daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We did chillin'.
Morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. Oh, we got to hear from you, folks.
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel.
Oh, baby, I can't wait. Oh, we got a big series coming up, baby. Two of them in a row. I know you're ready for it. Oh, we got the Jays. And we got the Rays. Oh, Pete's ready. My love. Oh, I'm going to tell you, baby. We got voicemails. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the hell it is. What is going on, everybody? It is May 18th, and we got a show to do here this afternoon. We got a lot of voicemails already dialed in. Yankee fans, we're out there kind of ripping our hair out our head, right? There's some issues on this team. We just had a phenomenal episode of Designated Spitters last night, and there's just a lot going on, right? We're trying to figure things out here as Yankee fans, of course. Are they going to be able to fill all these holes up? Are they going to be able to manage well enough to, perform well over these next 7 games? Of course, I'm not discounting the Royals. I think the Royals are, still could pose a threat to the Yankees, but those first 2 series are the big ones because that is all about the American League East. The last thing that the Yankees want to do is face the Jays and get absolutely beat up because you don't want to give that team much hope because, look, man, the Jays have had injuries galore. No excuse for them. This shit happens. That is literally that's what this shit is all about, man. It's all about that, right? You don't want to give them the hope that when we get healthy, we're still in this damn thing, man. We can still beat this team up. We don't got to worry about much. We got these guys. So let's take it easy there. The Jays right now are 21-25, and we'll go over the whole American League East real quick, as I always start the shows with all the stats and all that. And also, good afternoon to everybody. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Do me a favor. Hop up in here, guys. Smack that like button like you've never done the day before in your life. And let's keep it going. Boston sitting at 19-27. The Baltimore Orioles at 21-26. The Blue Jays at 21-25, 5-5 over the last 10. They have won 2 games in a row. So if that's any indication, who knows what'll happen if they're maybe getting on a little stretch here. We're about to find out. The New York Yankees are 28-19. They're 3-7 over their last 10. And the Tampa Bay Rays, yes, indeed, those damn pesky Rays, are 30-15, folks. 30-15. We had a nice talk about the Rays yesterday, who are right now sporting the second best record in Major League Baseball behind the Atlanta Braves. This is not a team that you just laugh about. The Rays are for real. Their run differential is plus. The Yankees' run differential is plus. You got only one other team, actually a couple more teams in the American League, plus 13 for the Cleveland Guardians. The Rangers and the Mariners are also plus 3 and plus 6, respectively. And then the National League, yeah, there's a lot of plus run differentials in the National League. The Atlanta Braves got a run differential of plus 98. The Los Angeles Dodgers got dollars. That should be the name. The Los Angeles Dollars got a plus run differential of plus 94. So again, guys, the American League is weak. The American League is weak. It's wide open for a team like the New York Yankees, and that is good news for all of us fans that the Yankees maybe just get some of their shit together and get on a roll. So I like doing this all the time, and what I'm talking about doing here is when we go over team rankings and team stats, because this actually does change, and it changes pretty good. I actually enjoy doing this. So if we take a look at batting average, if you guys remember, last time we did an All Rise, we went over this, and every single time we've done an All Rise this year, we talk about this, and we've shown how the Yankees have progressed offensively. Well, they've kind of regressed in some areas, one of those being batting average. The Yankees, last time we did this, were getting to the mid-pack of the league and slightly higher than average when it came to batting average. Now, the Yankees have dipped back down to 21st in Major League Baseball with a team batting average of .235. And why did that happen? Well, last night on Designated Spitters, again, guys, this episode was filmed last night. You got all day to watch DS. It was a great episode. We had a lot of fun, broke down a lot of things, went over a lot of the players on this team's numbers over the last 15 games. Jazz has gone up, but he's been really good over his last 15. I think if I remember right, he's hitting about 280 over his last 15 games. McMahon has tanked. Trent Grisham has continued to be ass. Austin Wells, forget about it. The craziest thing is, I think over his last 7 games, somehow, by some sort of dark magic, McMahon is doing worse than Austin Wells, which is really nuts to say, because how the hell is that even possible right now offensively? These are two guys that really are supposed to be there, and that we've kind of given them a bit of a pass because defensively they've done their job. But this type of offense, I'm sorry, man, but the defense just doesn't cut it. It doesn't make it okay anymore. It's too damn bad. I mean, it's really, really poor. So offense, the Yankees have dropped in a little bit. OPS, the Yankees are right there again. They actually did drop. They were one of the top teams last time we did it. Now they're sitting at number 5. Teams ahead of them, the Dodgers, the Cubs, the Brewers, the Pirates, and then the New York Yankees. But now, let me tell you guys something real quick. Just hear me say the Pirates doesn't mean that's like some bad thing. Pirates are actually a decent, formidable team this year. I hope that team goes out there and does a lot at the deadline. OPS, the New York Yankees are 3rd in Major League Baseball behind the 2 arguably best teams in baseball right now, the Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. When it comes to runs scored, the Yankees are 5th in Major League Baseball. And home runs, the Yankees are 1st in home runs. 2 behind the Braves and the White Sox. So, look, man, there's been good, there's been bad. And this is like what we talked about on DS yesterday, so I don't want to fully repeat everything. I'd rather you, if you missed the show, just go back and watch that one. But I don't want to hear, look at the record. I don't want to hear that. And I don't think anybody really wants to hear that either. I don't want to hear this, well, guys, the Yankees are 9 games up. Well, guys, the Yankees would make the playoffs if the season ended today. Who wants to hear that? All we're doing here is what we do every year, and people just sometimes get the wrong idea about it. We're looking at the issues on this team that can prevent them from winning a World Series, as I believe every fan should be doing. Now, if you're a casual fan and you just like the game of baseball and you happen to like the Yankees, enjoy. Enjoy the possibility of just getting in and hiding up and not worrying about, well, yeah, the guy sucks, but I mean, they're still doing good. To me, that is not the way I go about my business personally with the only sports team that I absolutely love, and that's the New York Yankees. I can't sit back and not talk about where this team has legitimate problems that can cost this team a World Series, that can cost this team an early exit in the postseason. I can't sit back and just sit there and go, well, guys, I mean, with all that being said, they're 28-19. I'm not the guy I can't do that. So if that's not your thing, you're probably not going to be the biggest fan of what we do here, because I give credit what credit is due. We gave a lot of credit last night to certain people. Jazz, for his bounce back. He's having Anthony Volpe's games, the last 2 games he's had. He played good baseball. Aaron Boone's managing this year, even yesterday's game. He went to his closer blew it. What do you like him to do there? To be fair, what is he supposed to do? So we give our credit what credit's due, and we talk about the problems. Austin Wells is a problem. Ryan McMahon's a problem. Trent Grisham's a problem. The entirety of the bullpen is a problem. And that, yes, folks, that includes David Bednar as the closer of the Yankees. There are issues here, and there are problems here. Luckily for the Yankees, one of the biggest strengths they have is their starting staff, which we also gave credit to Austin Wells, because he is handling that staff. And to just let everybody be aware of one thing here, I am not calling for Austin Wells to lose his job. Francis, yesterday on DS, neither one of us called for Austin Wells to lose his job. All we're saying is, why didn't the Yankees take it seriously enough to get a backup that can assist in the duties that Austin Wells currently has to take over himself against no matter who's pitching? Because let's be honest, guys, JC Escara, he's not a top 15 catcher in baseball. Let's get real here for a second, folks. He's not. You know it. I know it. JC knows it. Everybody knows it. Doesn't mean there's a knock on him. He's a fine backup. If we had a right-handed, catcher and Wells was right-handed, I would sit there and go, all right, Escara's fine. That's okay. But let's get real, folks. This is bananas. This is absolutely nuts. And this is where we are currently. So again, does it mean the sky is coming down? No. Does it mean the Yankees are a horrible team and all hell is going to break loose? No, folks. It doesn't mean none of that. It doesn't mean any of that, because I started the show saying it's May 18th. So much can change, and to be fair, the Yankees have made better. They've been better at decision-making this season. So is there room for growth? Is there room for improvement? Of course there is. There's no doubt about that. But is it also room for complete and utter panic? No. In my opinion, no, it is not. So again, with that being said, guys, you already know the deal, man. This show is your show. I want to hear you guys talk. I want to react to what you guys are up to and what you guys are saying. But first and foremost, I want to get something pulled up here because we'll talk about this also, but I want to have it prepared because let me tell you guys something, man. I don't know if you guys have looked into this, but I think we got the pitching matchup. We got some good pitching matchups this series with the Blue Jays. We're going to talk about those. Game 3 might just be the best pitching matchup of the year so far. And for two young ace-like starting pitchers, we'll get to that. But let's get right into your voicemails, folks. I'm excited for this. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Let me do a refresh, and let's hop right in. Here we go.
Hey, good evening, Pete, Francis, and Jera. This is Franklin from Lawrence, Mass.
Yo!
Obviously, extremely disappointed weekend. Not going to get any easier with 4 games with Toronto, 3 with Tampa.
Yeah.
And the way they're playing, it looks like the swoon came earlier this year.
Oh, man.
I know a lot of people are going to be talking about Wells. Wells wasn't in the game today, and when he was, it was a very critical moment, and he did what he does best, nothing.
Wow.
So, I don't know. They needed to revamp a lot in this team. The bullpen needs to be revamped pretty much completely.
Yep.
Except for a couple guys.
Yep.
Obviously, we need catchers. And Trent Grisham. What a $22 million bust, huh? And fucking analytic people, what do they know, right? Well, you guys have a good night, and see you in the next one.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. It's been nuts. It's been a bit of a wild time here. And look, here's the other thing too, man. I say this on game seasons a lot, right? When I have the expectation of something, it's kind of hard to get aggravated. And if you go back to this very off season, I told everybody countless times, I got major concerns about the offense, and I got major concerns about the Yankees bullpen. When it comes to the rotation, I really liked it. I like this rotation a lot. I still like this rotation a lot. I'm a big, big fan of tonight's starter, Ryan Weathers. You guys know that because I don't know how many channels went or how many people that cover the Yankees went live glowing about the deal the way I did. And, you know, a lot of people were critical of me for doing that because they were like, come on, Pete, you're shilling for the Yankees. This move is ass. And I'm sitting there going, look, I'm not shilling for nobody. I've seen Ryan Weathers pitch. This dude got good stuff. The problem is, will he stay healthy? Ryan Weathers could still be a very big key part to the Yankees if he ever had to move to the bullpen. Because you got to remember, too, they're going to be careful with Ryan Weathers because this is a guy who hasn't thrown a lot of innings. He is indeed a guy that's had arm problems in the past. So between him, between Carlos Lagrange in the minor leagues, and a lot of people jump to saying, Pete, he's not doing great in AAA. I don't give a shit. I don't care what his AAA numbers look like, to be quite honest with you. At some point, he's gonna have to relax on the innings. They're gonna dial it back. And that 101, 102 could come out of the Yankees bullpen with a guy that is very tall, very scary to look at on that mound, and he could absolutely dominate out of the pen. So they could have the options for the bullpen internally. But again, there's a lot that I was concerned about this club. The two big things are the things we're all talking about right now, and all of Yankee land is talking about. Some problems with members on the offensive side, and then also problems in the Yankees bullpen. Because to me, they were fairly damn obvious, but let's keep it going.
Yo, Pete, Francis, Zero, what's
up,
going
brother?
on? It's Chandler calling in, man. And I just want to call in to tell y'all that, you know, I enjoyed the event and stuff like that. I want to say that
Yes,
first
sir.
and foremost.
Of course.
And I appreciate everything, and it was great. I'm going to be there every time. But as
Appreciate it,
for
brother.
what's important right here, I'm not going to waste my time going to Queens to watch us fucking do an Al-Qaeda and watch Bednar do Osama bin Laden. I can't handle shit like that. Because then what happens is you got a bunch of Mets fans around talking crazy. And I lost my voice because I was talking crazy, bro. I was hyped. He gets in the game, Al-Qaeda. I couldn't do nothing but start dapping them up and telling them congrats. Like, the shit was embarrassing, bro. We need a closer, and we definitely need a catcher. Wells is shit. Like, he's done. He's just, ain't no use even having him. We could go with an empty spot in the lineup. Fuck it, have the pitcher hit.
Damn.
Like, but all right, guys, yeah, I'm just pissed. I had to rant a little.
I feel you, brother. I understand. I do. I get it. I think, honestly, man, one of the funniest things yesterday during game season, there was a time when I think Wells was coming up, and I see a bunch of people in the chat going, pinch hit Wells, and I'm like, guys, there's no bench. And I'm sitting there like, guys, there's no bench. This dude comments, he's like, nah, man, just pinch hit Rodon. I said, oh my God.
Se murió.
My man said just pinch hit Rodon at this point, man. I don't want to see this dude up there at all. And look, I mean, I don't even know how to defend it. I don't know how to defend it. I don't even know how to talk about it really anymore because it does suck. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it sucks, man. I would never want to be where Anthony Volpe is right now, where Austin Wells is obviously going. I don't want to be one of these guys where the fans just say, you're done, brother. We fed up with you here. That's it. Because it does get tough, and it is hard to quiet down, and it is hard to get past it, and it's hard not to think about it and not to talk about it. It's difficult, man, because New York is brutal, man. It's the belly of the beast. It's part of the game. That's why I say when I see some of these fans talk about, oh, well, it's not nice, they shouldn't do it. No, it's New York. Maybe it's new school New York that, oh, we can't talk. No, I think that's bullshit. That's baloney. That's baloney because fans just, they demand a lot from their ball club. They demand a lot from their team. That's it. And Austin Wells is entering that Aaron Hicks territory, that Josh Donaldson territory, that Anthony Volpe territory, where it's like, look, man, we like you. We do. We love you as a catcher. But the problem here is you can't hit a lick. And I'm sorry, but the defense doesn't make up hitting 170. It just doesn't. Not at this level. Not for the New York Yankees. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. And his defense is not Pudge Rodriguez. So we also got to stop that because he's not Pudge back there. He's good. He's not some unbelievable defensive catcher where it's like, come on, bro, you can't even run. You can't run on this guy. That's not the case. That's just not the case. It's not the case at all.
What's going on, Pete?
What's up, brother?
Big guy here. I mean,
Big guy.
What can you say about that road trip? I had the sinking feeling that of all teams that the Mets could heat. I mean, they already swept the Tigers, I believe, but
yeah,
baseball's baseball. No series is just guaranteed, and I had a feeling that the Yankees had a shot to lose this series. Once they, the Peralta versus Rodriguez matchup, I wasn't liking, even though he ended up pitching really well. But yeah, I was just calling to talk about, obviously, what everyone's going to be talking about with Austin Wells.
Yeah.
I just struggled to fathom how you're supposed to be like this high IQ catcher, but then offensively, when you come up to the plate, you have the plate discipline of like a little leaguer with ADHD. I just don't understand that. So why are we swinging first pitch against Devin Williams, who you know better than anyone, how his stuff works, what he's trying to do to hitters? Why are you swinging first pitch against Devin? And by the way, it was a ball. I'm never one of those people who blame hitters too much for swinging at balls because, I mean, you have so little time to react. I understand that sometimes you're going to swing at balls.
Correct.
But why are we swinging first pitch against Devin Williams? It sucks because when that bottom of the 10th or the top of the 10th started and it said Schumann, Volpe, Wells, I was out with a few friends. I'm like, all right, game's over. Should we just go home now? There's really no point in watching the rest of this game. And it ages very well. So, Volpe as well. I don't know why they're giving Volpe the Barry Bonds treatment. The Mets, they walked him like 400 times.
Yep.
Yesterday he had a good game. I'll give him that. But this bottom three in the lineup is just disturbing. Schumann, Volpe, Wells. McMahon's batting sixth on a playoff team, or on a team with playoff aspirations. Like, what are we doing?
It's not good.
It's just so infuriating. And then you have the bullpen meltdown, obviously, and I was one of those people who wasn't being as hard on David Bednar, but, you know, it's getting to a point to where he gets into jams every single time he's out there, and this jam he imploded.
Yeah.
Against Tyrone Taylor, mind you. It wasn't Soto. It wasn't Bo Bichette breaking
That's
up.
what we
We
said
know
yesterday.
Bo's got it in him. His numbers this year are fluky.
Uh-huh.
It was Tyrone Taylor. It's just no words. And then you lose the series to the Mets, and you can't even redeem yourself against them until September because that's the next time the Yankees play them. I just had to rant for a bit, Pete.
I love
Wells
a great
and
voicemail.
Volpe, I know Volpe didn't do terrible, but, I mean, you're not going to win games with them playing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Nah, man, great voicemail. That is an awesome voicemail, big guy, and I'm there with you, man. Look, the thing with David Bednar is you can't sit there and make excuses for Bednar. He has not been good. He just hasn't. I've heard the excuses with Bednar. Well, you know, he bends, but he doesn't break. Stop it. David Bednar has not been good this year. If we're getting to the point where settling for a closer that has a 4 ERA, we're fine. We can't do that, folks. This guy has not been good. I am not sitting here saying he needs to be Mariano Rivera. Not at all. Not at all. I'm not saying that one bit. But you can't be this bad and then have people kind of excuse him. Well, you know, no, there is no well, you know. There is no well, you know. David Bednar has been bad this year. That's all there is to it. If you were to rate David Bednar this season, what are you rating him? If anybody gives him, well, I give him a B, you're out your mind. There's no way. There's no way anybody gives a B or an A to David Bednar. Maybe not even a C. Maybe not even a C. You might have a few people that's like, I give him a C because, you know, there's been some implosions and I really think he could go on a run. And David Bednar is the type of guy that could give you a couple of months of really good baseball and just dominate. He has those stretches in him where the ERA for multiple games will sit in the twos and he'll dominate. But you can't say that this stretch and this beginning of this year does not concern you. It concerns you. It has to. It has to concern you. If you're a fan of the Yankees, you got to look at that and go, if it's a big game and the top of the order is coming up for another club and it's a 1-run game or 2-run game, yeah, I'm not sitting there going, it's a lockdown, we got it. I'm not doing that. Hell, I did it yesterday. And I'm like, oh, we won this game, it's over. And look what happened. Things can happen that quickly in baseball. We know that.
Hey, Pete, Kyle Malay here.
Oh,
I
shit.
hope everyone's having a good morning, and I'm feeling better than yesterday. But I'm glad everybody had a good time at the softball event. It looked fun. I saw it on the live stream. I will be there next year with my daughter, and I'm going to hit a couple of home runs just like you, Pete.
Wow. That'd be just like me.
We got to do something about this closing situation. Bednar just isn't it.
Get him, Malay.
Wells needs to be gone, or at least just be the backup catcher. He's not a starting catcher. We need to get somebody in that catching position that can actually hit. Because whenever you only see 2 pitches and 2 at-bats total, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, it's a new week, so maybe the Yankees can get on a roll here and beat these stupid-ass Blue Jays. Like, the Blue Jays are not good this year. They should not beat the Yankees. But at the same time, the Yankees kind of suck too. But not as much as the Blue Jays. It's bullpen of the Yankees needs to be fixed too. But, all right, well, I'm just rambling. But I hope everyone has a good day, and go Yankees. Let's do this.
Oh, that's my Malay. He's going to be at the softball game next year, and he's going to hit a couple of bombs, all right? That's what Malay is saying. We're going to hold him to it. We're going to hold you to it, Malay. You better go yard. You better go yard, damn it. But, yeah, the last at-bat with Wells was definitely more frustrating than anything out there because you got Devin Williams. And look, that's not only a Wells thing. The Yankees have done that often, and I just lose my shit because I know a lot of times you think, well, he's going to try to get over on me and get a strike. He's going to try to give me something here to get a strike because he has to get ahead. He's not going to play around here. Maybe you're thinking I'm going to get a good pitch to hit. And you see that pitch up near your eyes, and it is a tough pitch to lay off of. And he goes after it, and he obviously doesn't get it. Doesn't get it, and look what happens. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. He said, Kamale said they're going to be inside the park homers. All right, we'll see there, Malay. We'll see there, Malay. Let's let's do one more voicemail, and then we'll get ready to talk about, we'll do one more voicemail before we do the rest of the voicemails, but I want to talk about the pitching matchups coming up. So we'll do one voicemail, pitching matchups. We'll get back into voicemails right after that.
All rise, Pete!
Yo!
Zero, little big man, and the greatest community in the world. Oh, I wish I could say it's an afternoon delight, but you know what?
It's not.
The only afternoon delight came Saturday, Pete. What a day it was, and we are still talking about it. 2026 Year of the U is only going to get bigger and better toward the third annual event next year with that charity softball event to stand up to cancer. But Pete, my message to the Yankees this morning, and I can single out Mr. Wells, but I'm holding back. I got this one, though, for the whole Yankee team. As the Mets are celebrating their World Series this morning.
Oh, we're going to sing.
Ooh, put your loving hand out, Yankees. I'm begging to put your loving hand out, Yankees. I'm begging you, put your loving hand out, Yankees. Riding high when you were kings. Play hard and fast 'cause you had everything. Walked away, wondering then, but easy come and easy go and it would end. I'm begging you, won't you give your hand out, Yankees? I'm begging you, won't you give your hand out, Yankees? I need you to understand that I tried so hard to be a fan, the kind of fan you want in the end. Only then can I begin to live again. An empty shell I used to be, shadow of my life is hanging over me.
Okay, Dom.
Fan,
I doing the whole song.
We'll leave it standing campers dancing with my soul. Begging you to put your loving hand out, Yankees. I'm begging you. Come on, wake up. Let's go.
There he goes. I love that finish right there. Go to the song, and then he gets right into the scream, and it just transitions so damn well, I can tell you right now. This is going to be, we'll stop right there. We're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right there, and we're going to talk about the one, the only, Prize Picks. Because yes, indeed, folks, you better get those damn picks in, okay? Ryan Weathers on the mound today. You know I'm taking the over on K's, all right? No matter what sport you're watching, there's no better way to make the action more exciting than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made simple. You just pick more or less on your favorite players' projections and build lineups in a few little tappies. Whether it's baseball, football, basketball, your mother's ass in the morning, or any other sport you're into, Prize Picks gives you a fun way to stay locked in on the action while you're watching. And to get you started, they're giving you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup using the code HMA. That is HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today and use our code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It feels good to be right. Can I get a round of applause for that? I thought that was actually really good. I would like a round of applause if possible. If anybody agrees that was a great read, I think it was phenomenal. I put a little Vince McMahon action in there. I tried to mix it up a little bit, make it a little fun and exciting. I gave you guys my pick, Ryan Weathers, today. I think it was phenomenal, folks. Anyway, with that being said, let's talk about this. We're going to talk about it. if you're ready to talk about it, baby, oh, we're going to talk about it real good. We're going to talk about it good. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, let us talk, all right? Let us talk about it, okay? Patrick Corbin, I call him Patty Corbin. Patty Corbin versus Ryan Weathers. Patty Corbin, Patty versus Ryan Weathers today. Ryan Weathers coming in with a 2-2 record and a 3 ERA. Why the hell is my shit in Spanish for? What the hell? I'm so confused. The Azulejos. And then it says 3 PCL. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I did talk a little bit, I talked a little smack to the Dominican Republic yesterday. I don't know. I might be getting invaded here. Game 2, folks. Dylan Cease versus Will Warren. And then game 3, you ready for this? Trey Yesavage versus Cam Schlittler. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a ball game. That right there, my friends, is a ball game. Trey Yesavage, Yesavage, I call him Yesavage because the guy, let's be honest, he's savage. He's a savage on the mound. Versus Cam Schlittler, who is the Cy Young winner right now. And then game 4 of the series to be determined for the Blue Jays, followed by Carlos Rodon. So Yankees got Weathers, Warren, Schlittler, Rodon. You can win any one of those games. There's no doubt about that. Corbin, Dylan Cease. Anybody talking shit about Dylan Cease now, by the way? Is anybody out there talking shit about Dylan Cease now, by the way? And by the way, you know who he looks like? Oh my God, I thought about this the other day. Do you guys remember, is it Anger Management? The crazy boyfriend that got the mustache and the messy hair? And he looks like a real fucking douchebag. That's who Dylan Cease looks like. That is exactly who Dylan Cease looks like. Whoever the hell that guy is. I'm going to prove my point real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this real fast. Let me go over to Getty. Let's see. Dylan Cease. I seen this picture the other day. Dylan Cease. Most popular maybe or best match. Blue Jays. Let's do Blue Jays. He looks like this dude, I'm telling you. He looks just like him. He looks like and I love Dylan Cease. You guys know I love this guy. He looks like a slob right now, let me tell you. He looks like a dude that follows women home at night. He looks really, really sloppy. And I'm going to see if I can find a picture here that I saw. Oh, come on, Dylan. I don't know. You know what you were doing here. Dylan Cease knows exactly what he was up to when he did this. Let me see if I can put this up here. How do I do this now? How do I do this? Come on, Cease. We got to get a close up here. How do we do this? Not like that. That ain't it. All right, let me download this picture real fast. Kind of scared to download this, but I'll probably use this for game season, to be honest, because it really is a hell of a picture. I'm going to put it up right next to me. My man said he's Canadian now. What do you expect? Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Tonight, you're going one-on-one with The Undertaker. Look at this. What is my man doing? Come on, Dylan. Come on, brother. And he knows what he's doing, too. He's having a good time. Dylan Cease is having a good time. Kind of want to go to the side. Can I get a... Where am I at? Am I over here? I need to get the mustache back. I know Jira doesn't want to allow it, but I got to get the mustache back. I think I'm going to bring the mustache back, folks. I think I'm going to do it. I think I literally might bring the mustache back, but I got to be honest with you. I'm saying this about Dylan Cease. Everybody knows I'm kidding with you. If you're a Blue Jays fan, you're lucky you got this guy in this team. Dylan Cease is a friggin' animal. He's an animal, man. Having a phenomenal season. Dylan Cease in 52 innings, guys, got 75 strikeouts. He's pitching to a 2.41 ERA. He's 3-1 on the year, 9 games started. He has been absolutely awesome for the Blue Jays, who a lot of people attacked them because the Blue Jays gave them a lot of money. And I remember when they made that deal, I'm like, the Blue Jays got better, guys. The Blue Jays got better. And if they got him and Savage in that rotation and, a couple of these other guys come back and they get going and they get out there and they get going and doing their thing, they could be a legit team. They could be a legit team. There's a lot of people counting the Blue Jays out. I heard it yesterday. Yeah, but the only threat of the Rays. That's nuts to say. That's nuts to say. You know what will help the Yankees a lot? To go in there and win 3 or 4. If the Yankees can somehow manage to take 3 or 4 at home, by the way, against the Blue Jays, that's good psychologically. That's good up here. Then you beat the Rays and you battle with the Rays. And like I said, me and Francis both got the Yankees going 5-5 over the next 10 because I'm scared to say 6-4, 7-3. I can't trust it. Not with this bullpen. Not with the way the offense has performed. I don't know. The Red Sox and Orioles, I'm with you, Frank. I just saw your message. I'm with you. I'm not overly concerned about those clubs. But the Blue Jays and the Rays, I still feel are legit. And I think the Jays just got to manage to kind of stay where they are until they go full force, and I think they could be a problem. I really do. I'm not counting that team out. A lot of good players on Ernie Clement doing his thing. Vladdy's starting to come around a little bit. They got a good club over there. They got a boatload of injuries, and that's not an excuse. Everybody deals with them. They got to do their thing, and that's it, and go from there. But see, Buck says the Rays are pretenders. No, they're not. The Rays aren't no pretenders. You don't look at that team then. I mean, the people that say the Rays are pretenders, then what are the Yankees? What are the Yankees? If the Rays are pretenders with the players they have on that team, then why are the Yankees contenders? I love hearing that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not saying the Yankees are pretenders. I think the Yankees are real. I think the Rays are real. Watch games, I watched Rays games. The Rays aren't a lucky team. The Rays play great defense. They got really good starting pitching. They got a good bullpen, and the top of their order is bananas. The top of the order is nuts. That's not a lucky team. That's a good team. Anybody sitting there be like, they're lucky. They're a bad team. They're just managing to be lucky. No, they're not. They're not managing to be lucky. Again, look at that club. Look at their roster. They actually have a good team. Do they have some guys playing better than a lot of people expect to do? That happens. That happens. It happened with the Yankees last year. People don't want to talk about that, though, do they? Trent Grisham had a blip on the radar, and everybody said, well, he changed everything. He's this great player. No, he's not. He's good at what he should be. Comes off the bench, gets big hits, and he's clutch. And he's a good defender. That's what he is. That's what he is. Jazz had a monster year last year. Not doing it yet this year. The list goes on and on and on. Sometimes that stuff tends to happen. Johnny DeLucas come out of nowhere. Chandler Simpson's blow up. That happens. They also play really sound fundamental baseball. They put the ball in play if it's first and third with one out. They got speed. They run well. They're an athletic team. They got a superstar on their team. They also got 2 guys at top of their rotation that are filthy. So let's be honest, man. Don't count that team out that quickly. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Pete. It's Josh from Sheepshead Bay.
What's up, brother?
I was thinking about a lot of what happened this weekend.
Yes, sir.
And the road trip.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Obviously the Yankees have been very exposed. And I think the problems that we have are going to be very, very difficult to be fixed at a trade deadline. You need a center fielder, a third baseman, bullpen, and the hardest of them all, a catcher. These guys don't get traded too often during the deadline.
Yeah.
Due to the obvious responsibilities that they have. I think if we were to trade for a catcher, Christian Vasquez, I think, on Houston would be someone I think that can be moved and could be a nice compliment to Wells. But I also had an idea about maybe moving some pieces around internally and wanted to know what you think.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Until Jason Dominguez gets back, and I would put him right in center field and bat him leadoff.
I'd do the same thing. Take the risk.
I know this is a little outside the box, but I think Jazz.
Can I pause you right there real quick? Because I want people to understand something here. It is a risk. So when people hear me say I would put Jason Dominguez in center field, yes, it's a risk. It's a risk defensively, and it's a risk offensively because he hasn't gone off at the major league level. So I understand that risk. I just want people to be aware of that when I say this. Not just because, he likes the player. No, I deep inside, I really believe Jason Dominguez could be the missing key for the Yankees offensively. Leadoff, center field, and yes, there's a lot of risk there. No question about it. But that's why I would never get rid of Trent Grisham. I will leave him on the team.
Could move to center field for a little bit.
Jazz to center field.
Try him at leadoff. Put Volpe at second. And obviously that would put Caballero back at short when he gets back and healthy. And then continue the platoon with Ahmed Rosario, who I think Vasquez, if they were to acquire him, could be like a Ahmed Rosario acquisition like last year, from last year. The bullpen, everyone's going to be after bullpen, and I think right now we got to promote internally. Definitely Cruz is a guy that has, big time swing and miss stuff, and to figure it out just based off of trial by combat. Let me know what you think, Pete. Big series against the Jays and Rays. Got to get back on the right track. Let's go Yankees.
Yeah, man. Look, here's what I'll say about some of that. That actually really reminds me of back in the day when the Yankees, moved Tony Womack to center field and they called up Robinson Cano to play second base. Now, that was a little different than this. The Yankees were really struggling. And, as much as we see the issues, I don't believe it warrants that type of reaction. And let me tell you why. It's not as bad right now as it could be. And that sounds nuts to say. Their starting rotation is saving them, and it buys Brian Cashman and co time. That, to me, is where you can sit back and go, okay, now we can maybe talk about where they are realistically with their record. Now, if that record's flipped and the Yankees were 9 games under, you bet your ass I'd sit there and say, I'm with you. They need a dramatic facelift. They need to go for surgery now. They need to do it this moment. But they do have time. That's why I don't believe they would ever do something as dramatic like that. And I also wouldn't push something that dramatic as taking Jazz and saying, hey, get you to center field. We'll put Volpe at second base, Cabby at shortstop. Whether that could work, it could. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I'm just saying I don't see the Yankees looking to do something like that quickly. I think it's something more along the lines of they'll wait till guys come back. They'll see how Cabby performs. They'll keep seeing if Jazz is real in this stretch. Because, again, let me just put this on the screen because I don't want anybody to think that I'm shilling over here for Jazz Chisholm because, I do like the player, but I'm also realistic about it. I also said I would have potentially dealt him for the right deal this offseason. But anyway, going back to where he is, again, here it is. I'll put it on the screen so everybody can see it with me. His last 15 games, he's hitting .283 with a .361 on-base percentage and a .415 slugging. I mean, this is the guy that we somewhat expected to be a performer this year for the Yankees. He's starting to be that guy again. And if that continues, guess what? You're not going to be talking about Jazz Chisholm as a problem on this team. You're going to be talking about he's one of the guys actually performing. Again, a 3-game series against the Mets, he had 7 hits. So Jazz had multi-hit games every game of the series. He went off. He did what he needed to do to at least get his batting average back up there. And that is what he did. He did his job. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Good afternoon, Pete.
Oh,
this is
God.
Bella Vista Bocce Master calling from Bella Vista, New Hampshire. How you doing? How you doing? Well, how is Mr. Scrub going to lose today's game? I mean, he's got to go. Boone has got to go, all right? and these radio announcers, you know, Dave Sims, he keeps rubbing it in. Oh, the Yankees aren't doing so good with runners in scoring position. You know what the trouble with these announcers are? They have Booneitis, Pete. It's a new disease. Booneitis. Getting too much of hanging out with Boone too much. That's where they get these bad complexes. Anyway, we got to get rid of Boone and this hitting coach. Could someone get us a better hitting coach? Get Alfonso Soriano over here. Show these guys how to hit. Get Posada. They knew how to hit. If I want to see ping pong, I'll go to Japan. Ugh, who needs him? Anyway, I hope that Caballero comes back soon because, you know, I miss him. And, you know, he needs to be in the lineup. Nothing against Volpe, but, you know, once in a while Volpe has his good days and bad days. You know, it's like an almond joy in the mound. But, well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on. NYY Underground forever. Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said Aaron Judge is a gift from God. And how is he going to lose tonight's game, Pete? We'll find out. Have a good day. Bye.
Macho with the quick clarification. It's actually China, Simon, not Japan. For the big ping pong stuff over there, my brother. But, good job, Simon. We appreciate you as always. But let's get to the one, the only, the super freak, William Henry.
Hey, Pete, Gira, chat. William Henry here. First, Pete, just wanted to say a special thanks to you, Gira, and everyone who participated and or donated to the Stand Up to Cancer NYYU softball game last Saturday.
Yes,
the
sir.
game looked like so much fun, and it has special meaning for me this year. Regarding the Yankees, I'm just seeing more and more of a repeat this year of last year, except this year it's the Rays, not the Blue Jays, doing all the same things with good situational and contact hitting, speed, defense, and solid pitching. And I think if we play the Rays in the playoffs this year, especially if they have the home field advantage, it's going to look just like last year against the Blue Jays. And this is what happens, and we all knew it would happen when you run back the same team. And finally, Jack Curry said on the postgame yesterday that the Yankees would typically not practice that situation in the last batter of the game and having 5 infielders, since he said, quote, that rarely happens, his words. My question is, why not? Why wouldn't you practice that? You're a major league team. That's does ridiculous. Happen. It did happen. And so a good team with a good manager does prepare for that. So lack of preparedness has been a staple of Boone's teams for years, and it will never change as long as he's there.
That's ridiculous.
And again, also yesterday, I thought he took out ERC, who was pitching pretty well, way too early.
Agreed.
This led to unnecessarily wearing out our bullpen. Boone does this so often. Anyway, I'm out. Take care. Bye.
No, I actually, I'm right there with you. I agree 100% on that move. I actually said it in the moment that it happened, that I think it was wrong. Look, worst case scenario there, the game's tied at 1. If somebody hit a 2-run home run, it's early in the game and it's a 3-1 game. I think there's a possibility there that you can go ahead and make a change and do something different. But I don't know. I don't know. Pete, I just called the number and sent to leave a voicemail and someone random answered. Hello, who's this? Who's called? What is all rise? You should have said, if they answer, you should have said, hey, tune in, NYYU. You're a Yankee fan. All right, tune in, NYYU. All rise is on right now. 804-592-6160. Guys, it comes on the bottom here on the scroll. It'll say, drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. Let me go ahead and put it in here again, 804-592-6160. There you go. It's right there for you. Let's keep the voicemails a-rolling as Pete Simonetti got work to do in the studio today, baby. I'm going to get all my work done for the pregame stuff today, and then I'm working right in the studio. Got a lot of work to do.
Big Pete Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground, yeah. Well, it's better late than never, and it's getting late early for these Yankees. And this Austin Wells is stinking up the entire tri-state area because he's nothing but garbage, yeah. Go take the burrito break, brother, because you ain't got it. It ain't happening for you right now, yeah. You need to go down with Volpe and work on your skills, man. And never come back again, because you're making us yearn for the old days, the good old days of Butch Weiniger, Matt Noakes, and dare I even say it, Gary Sanchez, yeah!
Yeah!
Bullshit! We need a right-handed hitting catcher. The kid on the Minnesota Twins. Throw him the hell! Throw him one of these other jabronis. We need right-handed hitting, and we need bullpen pieces. Enough is enough! Oh, yeah, and NYYU is holding it down and giving them the heat, giving them the smoke. To all my macho maniacs, little matches, I want you to stay macho. And to all my macho mamas, underlay, hey, oh, yeah! Macho! Macho! And to all my macho mamas, underlay, hey, oh, yeah! Macho!
Oh, man. I tell you what. Ain't nothing like the U, man. Let me tell you. Pete, my son is 16 years old and started watching baseball, and he asked me, why is Boone taking him out? He's only has 66 pitches. 16 years old, bro. It's as clear as day. It's as clear as day, man. I don't know. Just saying.
What's up, Pete? It's Harvey when it's daily. But yeah, man, I was so high like on Austin Wells, and to the point that even when I went to the Yankee game, and I was watching the game and they didn't have him playing. They had my man JC Escara playing.
Yeah.
I was a little bit annoyed, but damn, that double play, man, that was crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, it was tough, man. High pitch to a pitcher could easily elevate. And look, if I were to step in the shoes of Austin Wells and what he might be thinking in that situation is kind of like I said before, is he's probably sitting there thinking Williams is going to try to get ahead of me here. And he's probably going to try to get ahead in the count and give me something to hit. Only problem is he should have knew who Devin Williams was last year. Williams doesn't really care what the count is. He'll walk batters. He does it before. He's going to throw that changeup a lot. Fastball's up in the zone. He's going to elevate He's going to elevate the fastball, go back to the changeup, go to those changeups as sail outside against lefties. And, Wells got a pitch around, mid-high, up a little over around his head area. And sometimes you see that pitch coming right in. You think, I'm going to chop right over it. But the problem is somehow he chopped under it. And he got on top of the baseball, which is really intriguing to be able to do that. For a pitch that up in the zone to actually roll over on it, when in reality, Ahmed Rosario had the same type of at-bat, the same pitch. And what did he do? He just, boop, hit it in the air to right field and got a run in. So just a tough look for Austin Wells right now. And he's getting absolutely beat down. And rightfully so, offensively in many. He just has to be better. He has to be better.
Hey, Pete.
What's up, man?
What a disappointing weekend series against the Mets that was. I mean, to lose 2 out of 8 to the Mets who aren't particularly good is shameful. Austin Wells, man, I don't know what we're gonna do with that guy. In my opinion, just put him in one of those, like we have those ships. Yeah, the Straderhorn moves. Just put Wells in there along with Grisham and launch them into Iran. But knowing them, they'll fuck up and they'll hit one of our guys. So we never know. It's just I mean, Cashman. This guy doesn't know how to build a roster anymore. It really is just pathetic. Anyways, peace.
The craziest thing though about that, and I'm not gonna go on, I'm not going to go on a crazy rant on any of that, but the only reason why I'm going to bring up what he just said there is Brian Cashman literally told everybody what we actually did need in the offseason, and then he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Brian Cashman was like, no, man, look, here's the deal. We need a right-handed catcher. That's something that I think we really need. We'll figure that part out. We'll get that. And then he said, we'll stick with JC Escara. Hey, Brian, he's a lefty. Yeah, I know. Boone come out of nowhere. He's a top 15 catcher in the game. You didn't know? No, I had no idea, Boone. Yeah, he is. All right. What's that? He told us. Like, Brian Cashman knew what we need. He said it. He did say that he doesn't necessarily believe they got to cut down on the strikeouts. He said home runs win, which I think is absolute bullshit, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's play one more voicemail. I'm going to wrap up.
Hey, Pete, first-time caller
Yo!
here. You know, I'm the guy who just said in your fucking
oh, this guy's trouble.
chat that I called someone random, some random idiot from Virginia picked up, had no idea what the hell was going on. You know, I should have informed them on this great channel you're running, but man, I'm just pissed. I'm pissed about this team. I'm pissed about this leadership.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just pissed. Like,
I feel you.
I mean, we're not doing bad record-wise, but the fact that we just got fucked in the ass by Devin Williams, like, I was ready to run through a wall after that, like, after witnessing what I saw that game. Like,
yeah. Yep.
I mean, dude, like, you can't make that shit up. I mean, this motherfucker, he didn't give up a single run in that extra inning.
Nope.
When he was on the Yankees, he would have done that 10 times over. 10 out of 10 every single time he would have given up that run. He probably more than one run. Probably would have given up like 3 or 4, you know? But
True.
Of course, when he's on the Mets and then just watching Luke Weaver absolutely fuck it and just dominate us, like, dude, it was painful. Like, I mean, it was painful. That was pain I was feeling right there. Like, man, I'm gonna be calling in more often now. Just
good.
Like, you know, I find it interesting how we can like kind of, you know, leave these voicemails. It's pretty cool for you to get our input on some shit and stuff. Man, I just, you know, good luck with your channel, man.
Thank you, man.
I'm rooting for you. NYYU is a great thing you're doing over there. And
thank you, brother.
Yeah. All right.
I appreciate it, man. And like I said, this year we've had more new voices enter the U. And again, guys, that's what it's all about. The community events are unbelievable. We got our next event coming up already in August. And I say already because let's not front, folks. We'll be talking very soon. Say next week's the event because time just flies. I cannot believe we are closing in on May being done, June being here. All-Star break is right around the corner. 24-hour stream is coming up at the beginning of August. It is nuts. The best thing of all of this is I cannot wait to get the studio done because I can't focus on nothing but this. This thing has consumed my life right now. No joke. When I say it's consumed my life, I'm not kidding. This studio has consumed my life. And there is no joking about that. I am dead serious for real. I told Jerry yesterday, I got to manage this better. I got to get like one thing done every day and that's it. And that's the easiest way to manage it because I just don't give myself time to build my sound. I haven't touched the soundboard yet. I haven't completely finished post-game templates that I want to design and make be different than kind of what game season is. But it's been a whole lot, but you guys are coming through big. It's awesome what we're building here at the U, and like I said, it's only gonna get bigger and better every single day and every single year. Forget about what we're bringing to the table here, guys. So, with that being said, folks, we do got a ball game today at 7 o'clock. The Yankees, the Jays at the Yankees. Yankees return home. It should be a pretty damn good series. And big 4-game set. We'll see how it goes. But again, game season live, post-game season live. We will have a Nights at the Round Table this month. And everything else that we're doing here at the U. Peace out, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will catch you all on the flip side a little later. Peace.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown.